Hello, everyone. It's your boy Chris Platoon of channel Tell Me More A. And this is gonna be a sort of melodramatic slash serious video, I guess, but not really. I'm gonna try to keep it lighthearted. I'm not gonna go into this. Oh, this is the therapy you need. But it's gonna be about friends and stuff and all that stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna title it. Maybe like why I don't have friends and I'm still happy and okay with it, and or having no friends is a blessing in disguise or whatever. But yeah, that's essentially it. I'm gonna talk about people who are like, oh, I feel so alone and all this stuff. I don't have any friends, and I mean, I have a girlfriend, so I do have somebody. But yeah, I don't have I don't have friends anymore. I used to have not lots of friends, but I used to have people I used to consider my bros and stuff. Stuff happens, bing, bang, bang. You're not friends with them. But I'm gonna speak on that, circumstances. I don't want to get into specific sort of stories, but I'll give you a general overview of my thought processes for friends now, starting from when I was a kid till I guess now. I'm turning 23 soon. But how do I want to lay this down? I'll lay it down this way. We have a bunch of people who have fear of FOMO who are like, oh well, I want people to like me, so because of that they let themselves get horrible friends, or they try to be arrogant in order to attract people to be their friend. You don't need to do none of that, bro. It's fine if you're on your own. It's fine if you're, chilling by yourself. It's one of the best feelings ever, actually. I had to learn to actually, number one, accept it, but number two, truly enjoy it. Because, growing up in Nigeria and stuff, the atmosphere is different. The culture is different. I know all the kids in my neighborhood. I know people at school. I have cousins and stuff. So I had a big social group, essentially. Then coming here, having that social group cut away, then having to, I guess, relearn how to be sociable here with the new social norms and stuff and cultural differences. A lot of people here are fake. But I had to relearn even as a kid and stuff in middle school. It was lonely. I'll say that. It was super lonely, being depressed and stuff, not being able to connect with people the way you would expect to. Plus, by that time in middle school, kids are evil. kids are insensitive. They don't understand it, but they're insensitive. But even more so, they already have their own friends and cliques and stuff by then. So it's kind of hard to find friends. But luckily by high school, and yes, I had a few friends here and they're school friends, but no one outside of school. But luckily, by high school, got some. I would call them my friends at that time. Now I don't know. No, they were just people I used to hang out with that I thought were my bros and stuff. But yeah, I had bros that I used to hang out with, do stuff with, hang out with outside of school. Kind of, I won't blame that because it's all on me. Start skipping school and stuff for stupid reasons. Basically, not living the good life. Is. The people would say, oh, he's a troublemaker. Sure. I have some troublemaker in me. I don't want to speak too much on it, but yes, I got into the life, as you would call it. The life. Not hardcore, because number one, I wasn't going to get shot. I wasn't going to go to jail and other that stupid stuff. But yes, I was very close to that stuff. A lot of people did go to jail and stuff. A few people died, but not that much for where I'm at, because we're not like Chicago and shit. We're now here Chirac, where it's every time on the news, 16 people dead already. But yes, now I do hear about a few of them that are R.I.P. bro, R.I.P. to those bros. During that time, I was just, I was happy to have friends. So, I was like, hey, these are the bros. The thing I noticed from that time until now, until the last friends I had that I'm not friends with anymore, is like, I would treat people like good friends, because, you're my friend, bro. I respect it, You accept me as a friend, I accept you as my friend, but they would have me at like number 56 or something. Okay, maybe that's too low, but maybe number 10. Now they'll be like maybe my top 5 friends, the dudes I'd be hanging out with the most and stuff. And I would just notice that I would care more about the friendship, I guess, than they did. I mean, it is what it is. I can't really come out here and demand, people to treat me a certain way. I'll just cut them off or whatever. But they were the one who cut me off back then. So, hey, thank you guys. All you guys, I'm not going to say names, but thank you guys for, treating me like an outcast. I mean it. It helped me hone in on the type of person I am. You know, the person the person I wanted to be. Moving on after that, I had friends in like MMA, doing jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, all that stuff. I had friends from that. They were cool. There was two dudes that I got close with that I was pretty chill with. Again, same thing. I thought they were like my number one, number two bros or something, but to them, I was probably like number 7, number 8 or something. So, you know, it's just how it is. I just started noticing that. It's like you put people, you know, essentially you want the same treatment other people want from you, but they don't give it to you because they don't view you the same way. They don't view you on the same level of friendship as that. So eventually it took me a while to catch on, but eventually, I want to say about a year or two ago, I was like, I'm starting to see the patterns again. Like I would go to their places more than they would come to my places. I'll just put it that way. Handful of times. I would say that they only showed up to my place maybe a handful of times, but I was always at their place and stuff, you know. If they're like, hey bro, pull up, I'm like, yep, I'm down. I'm like, hey, do you want to come to this party? Oh man, I don't know, bro, I got this other thing to do. But when it was me, hey bro, come to this party, or even the worst ones is they would go to parties, then tell me about it. I'm like, why didn't you invite me? Like, I would have invited you, bro, but and that's when I started noticing. I was like, you're not my friend. You're not my friend, bro. You're just an acquaintance, essentially. And look, that's cool. Like, I'm not going to force anyone to have me in their life. It's not my style. My aunt / my mom, I have my mom too, but my aunt raised me first. But the person who raised me originally, my aunt, she hit me with the truest words ever. If you're not invited somewhere, you don't need to be there. If people don't want you somewhere, you don't need to be there. Like, that's just it. Like, if you don't want me around you, I'm gonna take my butt away from you. And same thing, if I don't want you around me, please leave me alone. But yeah, I learned that eventually, you know, the lesson actually rang to my head. I'm like, you know what? Do I really need friends? Do I? And by this time I had a girlfriend, so that kind of alleviated my sociability. So I actually had someone else to talk to, I guess. And I would just focus on getting my fights in, getting my amateur fights in at the time. But moving all that, I just want to say, like, people out there were struggling with, quote unquote, making friends. Do you though? Do you really need to make friends? I'm just going to put it that way. Do you need to make friends? And if you do want to make friends, I'll say this. Do they put you on the same pedestal as you put them? Like, do they care about you on the same level? If they're like, hey, if you hit them up, hey, man, come to this, will they pull up and come? Or will they give you an excuse? And vice versa. If you want to go hang out with them to their party or something, do they give you the reach around or something? Or are they like, hey, yeah, pull up, man, let's go party and all that stuff? Now, obviously, there's friends for different reasons. There's friends who just want to party. There's friends who are more serious or whatever. I just saw it as, if I'm your friend, we're cool. I view it as like my family, but we're not related. Obviously, you know, as time goes, people get closer or more distant. But that's the way I view it. It's like, hey, you're my bro, not my actual bro, but hey, I will treat you like the bro. It is what it is. I never got that treatment, or I would get that treatment, but like in a weird way of like, oh, well, you know, you're like a backup. And I was like, you know what? It's all good, man. It's all good. Because at the end of the day, I can't control other people's feelings. And personally, I don't want to. Like, if I had a chance to go make them, quote unquote, like me more, invite me to stuff more, or come to the stuff I invited them more, I wouldn't do it, because it would be unnatural. It would be weird. It would be like a robot. Like, well, I have to program you to like me. I'm like, no. But yeah, you know, that's just how it is. I just want to put that out there for like people who are like, oh, I'm so alone. Oh, I don't have any friends. Oh no, people don't like me. I'm like, no. It's fine. Just focus on whatever you're doing. I mean, I really don't know. I can't give you a universal advice about making this better, making this not better, because I went through depression as a kid because of this stuff. Middle school was depressed because of this. And back home, I had depressions for other stuff, but not like, you know, the loneliness one. But, you know, it helped me become stronger. I'm not going to lie. Because of that, I straight up don't give a shit what other people think. I just live my life I live for God at this point. I don't live my life for me. But it's just how it is. You can't let your experience in life be ruined because other people think this way or other people want this and you can't be that. Like, you got to let it go, man. You got to let it go. It will help you live a better life. You'll be less bothered by what other people think. And more importantly, it helps you focus on the most important things. And yes, there are more important things than your quote unquote friends. Sometimes family, sometimes family. I'm not gonna say all the time there's stuff more important than your family, especially if you're making your own family. That's probably important too. But yeah, I just want to help all the youngins out there, youngins. While I'm still around, like what 2 to 4 years older than you guys or something, probably maybe 10 at the most. Teenagers, middle schoolers, adults. I guess, yeah, adults too. We're still trying to find like people who need to lash onto other people to like, oh, well, I need to have a friend. No, you don't. No, you don't. Work on yourself. Do your own thing, man. Learn to love your own time, experience your own life. You don't need crappy friends. I'm not saying you shouldn't make friends, but if you're going to make a friend, have them at least give a F about you the same way you give a F about them. Because if they don't give a F about you the same way, you care more about them than they care about you, you don't need to be in that friendship. And vice versa, too. If they care about you more than you care about them, understand them. Like, at least if they're a good person, try to understand why it is, Don't be clingy. That's weird. And no, maybe sometimes I was, but either way, like I said, if someone showed me that they didn't want me to be around, I disappeared on them. I'm like, okay, bye. Because why would I want to be there? That's just weird. It's weird. But yeah, focus on yourself. I don't know if this is the best advice, but I don't know, go have a hobby. Seriously, go have a hobby. Like, people aren't entitled to like you. It's just how it is. It's how it is. You have to deal with that. People are not entitled to like you. People are not entitled to give you affection. No, that's not weird. But people are entitled to, like, I don't know, be like, hey, bro, you're my bro, man. Or hang out with you or whatever you think friends are for. People aren't entitled to be that. You're just entitled to be the best person you can be. That's really what I can tell you. What's the best person you can be? Essentially, be better than you are every day. Like, whoever you are yesterday, try to find something to be better at. And look within. You don't need to look around you because, as you can see, the whole world is kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Not in a little way, in a lot of ways. You have to look within. You have to look, okay, what am I missing and what do I want to build and create for myself? And start there. Like, it's going to erase all the, I need to be socially engaged. No, you don't. It's not FOMO time. Let all the FOMO pass. All the people will come. People will go. Maybe you will build a good friendship, a close friend that, will come there, be there for you. If you need him for this, he pulls up. If he needs you for this, you pull up. Hey, I support those friendships, but at the end of the day, people are just fake these days. Not even just in America, too. Like, I think in most of the world, people are fake. Fortunately, in my generation, we have this thing called, oh, well, people are mean to me, so I'm going to be mean to you back. I'm like, no, I've been hurt too much, so I'm going to go hurt other people. I'm like, no, I'm good. That wasn't me. Even after all that stuff, I never, ever, and I mean ever, try to be an asshole to someone I actually considered my friend, because I'm like, hey, you're the bro. It is what it is. And even at that, it just taught me more, like, the more reason I need to be like who I was, i.e., unbothered by it, because at the end of the day, I was me before I met them. I'm still me after I met them. Same thing. You're you before you met them. You're gonna be you after you meet. After they leave. It is what it is. So to all the middle schoolers, high schoolers, college students, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 100 years old, 5,000 years old. Live your life, man. Live your life. Live your life, not just for you. Live your life because your kids, whoever it is. If you don't plan to have kids, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I guess you don't care about your bloodline that much. Good for you. But if you do, live for them. Don't be empty, man. Don't focus on the emptiness of fleeting emotions because it's gonna pass. All the fun stuff I used to do with them, I barely remember it anymore. I used to remember it more vividly, but these days I'm like, oh yeah, we went and smoked there. Oh well, we went and did that there. Oh man. It's all fading away. And not to say, I hate the memories or I hate them. It's just more like I view them as, at the end of the day, didn't add anything to my future. They're just now something that was in my past. So that's another advice. If you're gonna make friends, make ones that are gonna, build into your life and build into their life too. It's not just they need to give. No, no, no. It's a give and receive thing. And that was the thing about me. I was good at giving stuff. I was good at being a great friend. Well, at least in my opinion. Maybe I'm hyping myself up. I'm out here. I was the best friend ever. I was the greatest friend to ever friend. Naruto has nothing on me. All jokes aside. But yeah, maybe you're more of a giver than a receiver, and that puts you in that position. Or maybe you're more of a taker, because that's what I'm gonna call you guys. You guys aren't receivers. You guys are more of a taker. You guys are more of a taker than a giver. Those are horrible friends, by the way. They always lose all their friends. They become narcissists and stuff. And yes, my second group of friends, I cut them off. Not anything bad. Just again, I saw the same pattern, and again, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. So it wasn't like the first one where I lingered too much. But yeah, that's really it. Really, if you're gonna find a friend who also gives similar to you and takes similar to you, or gives and receives similar to you. Not in the sense that you guys have similar hobbies or whatever, but in terms of I respect and care for this human being on the similar level to how he respects and care for me the same way. And if you have a girlfriend, and your girl, same thing. You don't need to be around people like you don't really like just because you don't want to feel lonely, or you don't need to be around people who treat you bad or whatever, or people who don't like you secretly or not secretly or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, still your choice. And you will learn, you will not learn. Some of you will take the advice. Hey, I don't plan to have any friends anytime soon. It's not a joke. I'll talk to people. I'll be cool to people. But in terms of developing a real friendship like before, nah, I'm good. I just realized, not for me, man. Not for me. Because if people in my generation are just going to be selfish and backstab you, I'm good. I was not made to be a selfish person. The Lord God did not make me to come out here and make people's lives worse. That's just me. I'm made to be a blessing. I'll put that out there. I am made to be a blessing. I'm a blessing unto everyone I'm around. Or at least I try to be. Not all the time. I mess up. I'm still human. I still mess up. But that is the goal, to be a blessing unto others, not to be a parasite or worse, a problem to others. But for the people in the past, if I was a problem to you, hey, thank you for removing me from your life. I appreciate it. At least I am free to be myself and you're free to enjoy your life. And for others who are in a similar position, it is what it is. Be happy. I'm serious. It gives you more time to focus on your stuff. Live your life. And if, real friends are going to appear, they will appear, and you will make them. And I mean that with every fiber of my bone. If you're going to have good friends, if you're like, oh, well, I need to have friends, good friends will come, you will make them, and you will get them. It's just what I believe. Because to me, it was never hard. I never had a hard time making friends after I knew how to make friends. And when I came to America, it was never a hard thing. It's more like, okay, well, are they just users or not users? But yeah, I'm going to stop it there. This went on a little too long. 18 minutes of me rambling about friends and stuff. Don't make fake friends. Be true to yourself. Number one, be true to yourself. Forget about everyone else. You're not here to impress anybody. It's about what you're born to do. Ooh, hiccups. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. It's been Christopher Splatoon of channel Tell Me More. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.